Just going to explain briefly what happened to him, not only what he saw, but also what happened when he tried to report it, which is interesting. And I do want to mention that he has been awarded many medals, but his most cherished is the French Legion Honor, which was presented to him in London by President Sarkozy in France in 2010. Let me give you to this wonderful man. Here's Joe. And he'll also be with us afterwards to do the Q&A as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. What can I say? I'm still alive. But I have to go back to about 62 years ago, where I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't believe I'm the only one who have experienced what I did 62 years ago when I was flying a P-47 Thunderbolt. This is a kind of plane at that time gloriously doing, it was an almighty job. In World War II, I have about 600 hours on that. Maximum speed, 600 miles. And one day I got one of my, we were flying in recognition, we were 3 pilots. I was a leader. My right wing, they start to move. We couldn't speak with our radio because we were over the enemy territory, so. And he says, he moved his arm to bring my attention, and he did the Chinese language, you know. He says, that means look at 3 o'clock, enemy boogie. I look at and I see 3 silver discs. I said, oh God, you know, those days we knew what it was flying. The enemy, the allies, everything, but I never saw something like that. And I was looking like that, and suddenly one of those 2 vanish completely, and one make a large circle with all kind of different color on a trail, heading towards me, passed under me and the ground. We were about roughly 300 feet above the ground. I estimated the size of that disc like between 10 to 20 feet in diameter, and whoosh, he went. When he passed under me, I had the green light in my cockpit, and all my instruments started to go crazy. My jury compass was going counterclockwise at that speed. And I said, holy smoke, what's going on there? And that's a long story that I have on my book anyway. It's a long story because very rapidly, it took me a couple of years, but I heard a few voices, and I said, wow, what's going on? Well, make a long story short, I became telepathic. They were talking to me, and they say, we are people like you, but from another dimension. Whoa. And I began to receive all kind of different information. I put that on a journal. Later on, I had the help of several experts to put that in a book. But the thing is, well, let's say it changed my life. Because as an experienced fighter pilot, I was always wondering what was those silver disc that was coming time to time. We had to make reports each time we were coming back from a mission. And well, okay, so I was saying what was I saw, you know, it's those discs coming after me. And my CEO came in my ears and he said, you better stop, Rabier. I sent you to the infirmary. You're not really well, you know. If you want still flying, don't put those stupid things. I said, sir, that's the truth. Well, you know. Anyway, is any question, by the way, from anyone who want to know a little bit more about those things? Because I can assure you, those things are real.
Yes. Hey, did the other two pilots see him?
On me?
Did the other two pilots witness it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. This is about what it looks like. And they were passing under my wing. Unfortunately, they're too fast. And then beside that, we didn't have a camera around our neck to take pictures. I would have liked that, boy. Then they would have closed me for the rest of my life. But it's real. I can assure you, I hope, and I don't think I'm the only pilot today who has visualized, in fact, those so-called lights in the sky.
What was the gist of
Becoming telepathic, they told us, hello?
what was the gist of the message from the telepathic messages?
Oh, I still have, I don't have to go in trance. It looks like it opened my mind for all the time. What's the purpose? Well, of course, a lot of people say you should go to the casino, you will be the winner each time. No, they don't answer me all my questions. It has to be something of a great importance. Like, for example, for a while, I think, the top of the story on that matter was, I don't remember the year exactly, and then I went on Channel 3 television because, and even today it's impossible to predict an earthquake which is going to take place in certain place. With even our up-to-date technology, the most you can do is about 4 to 5 or 6 hours before. And I mentioned that 7 days before that there will be a terrible earthquake in Chile, Peru. And I said there will be, in fact it took place and 20,000 people died. So it spooked me. How could I say things like that, find out things like that? However, we are not, like I say, the only one in the whole universe. And when I became telepathic to whomever was speaking to me, I always had some very good feeling. I said, well, what is the key of our survival? The answer comes, universal love. Wow. It says, until you will make war, you will open the door for the end of your humanity. But through religion, through personal beliefs, through whatever you want to call it, love each other, and God will save you and your planet. So be it.
Did they mention a supreme being, a God, a entity of the universe, or existence?
Well, not exactly, but they use the word our Creator. And I believe that tells the whole thing, because our Creator, what else could be above that? So our Creator